Today's episode of Off the Timeline is titled The Universe Where Notre Dame Never Fell, 1997 to 2025. What if I told you college football didn't need to break to evolve? That, the chaos of the 2000s, the SEC takeover, the NIL Wild West, and the realignment panic weren't inevitable. They all trace back to one coaching hire in 1997 and one decision Notre Dame did not make. This is the universe where Notre Dame doesn't hire Bob Davie, and the entire sport bends around that moment. Chapter 1, The Hire That Never Happens. In our timeline, Notre Dame promotes Bob Davie. In this universe, they hesitate. They look at the offense. They look at the recruiting ceiling. They look at where the sport is going. And they walk away. Instead, fate intervenes. Chapter 2, The Wheel of Prestige, 1997. In this universe, we spin the wheel. 25 programs with similar national stature, and wherever it lands, gets to hire Bob Davie in this universe. And the quote-unquote winner is UCLA. UCLA hires Bob Davie. On paper, it makes sense. Defensive discipline, academic credibility, a culture builder. In reality, it detonates the Pac-10's balance. Chapter 3, Notre Dame's Home Run, 1997. While UCLA zigzags, Notre Dame swings for the fences. They hire Bob Stoops, young, relentless, modern. This is not a caretaker hire. This is Notre Dame deciding it will modernize without apologizing. Chapter 4, Stoops Era, Notre Dame Ascends, 1997 to 2001. 1997 to 1999, Notre Dame does not rebuild, they reload. 10-plus win seasons, national recruiting footprint preserved, defensive identity reestablished. By 1999, Notre Dame is back in BCS conversations. Not as nostalgia, but as substance. 2001, Notre Dame reaches the BCS national title game. Win or lose, it doesn't matter. The myth is gone. Notre Dame didn't decline. It just took a different road. Chapter 5, UCLA absorbs the damage, 1997 to 2001. At UCLA, the story is inverted. Enter Bob Davie. Offense stagnates. LA skill talent leaks away. USC smells opportunity. By 2001, UCLA fires Bob Davie, recruiting pipelines are fractured, and the Pac-10 becomes top-heavy. This is where the damage relocates. Chapter 6, The Conference Ripple, 2002 to 2006. The Pac-10, without a strong UCLA, USC consolidates power even earlier. Oregon rises faster. Parity disappears. The Pac-10 becomes unstable beneath the surface. Notre Dame. Meanwhile, Notre Dame stabilizes the entire sport. They become the northern anchor, the independent counterweight, the program that prevents inevitability narratives. Chapter 7, Oklahoma never gets Stoops. Here's the split divergence. In real life, Stoops goes to Oklahoma. In this universe, he never leaves Notre Dame until later on. Oklahoma stays strong, but they're not dominant. The Big 12 becomes competitive instead of hierarchical. Chapter 8, The SEC Without a Monopoly, 2002 to 2009. The SEC is still elite, but something crucial never happens. They never become inevitable. Why? Notre Dame wins nationally. The Big 10 modernizes faster. Titles are contested, they're not assumed. The myth machine never fully turns on. Chapter 9, Stoops Leaves Cleanly, 2009. Bob Stoops doesn't flee Notre Dame, he graduates from it. After 2009, he leaves by choice and takes the Texas job. Texas wants structure, defensive credibility, a counter to SEC gravity. They get it. Chapter 10, Notre Dame survives the exit, 2010 to 2013. This is the ultimate proof. Notre Dame does not collapse post Stoops. They dip slightly, but stabilize at about 9 to 10 wins. Why? Institutional clarity, recruiting credibility, no identity panic. Notre Dame becomes the only blue blood to survive a Legends exit intact. Chapter 11, the NIL arms race, 2010 to 2019. Without SEC dominance, NIL pressure is delayed. Instead, you have a facilities arms race, NFL pipeline competition, national scheduling value. By the time NIL arrives, it's capped, it's audited, it's boring. That's a feature, not a bug. Chapter 12, the playoff forms differently, 2014. The playoff still arrives, but it's negotiated. Notre Dame is treated as a pillar, not a guest. The Big Ten modernizes earlier. The SEC doesn't write the committee's language. Resumes matter again. Chapter 13, who thrives in this world? Oregon, not a gimmick, permanent contender. Clemson, still ascends but without savior mythology. LSU, still volatile, still dangerous, judged individually, not by the SEC halo. Chapter 14, ESPN never owns the future. Without SEC inevitability, ESPN can't capture the sport. Media power fragments. Events matter more than brands. Schools negotiate from strength. Nobody owns the narrative. So no, this universe isn't about Notre Dame winning everything. It's about this. When Notre Dame never falls, college football never panics. And when the sport doesn't panic, it evolves on its own terms. If you want the next chapter, drop a comment on which fork you want explored. The universe where Texas never flirts with the SEC, the moment NIL finally breaks containment, or the schools who never rise in this world. Like, subscribe, and stay off the timeline.